Oh, Frankie, you got this? We're here at Luna Pizza, doing a pizza review. Pizza review. Where are we? Where is this? Farmington Avenue. $9.99. We're at Luna Pizza. Come on out, buddy. Let me get the door for this guy. Good pizza, right? Good pizza? What's the score? 5-6. Pizza. All right, I'm gonna do this pizza review.
Feeney!
Oh!
Feeney!
How you doing? I'm doing a pizza review. Look at this pie. That's good pie. Get a good close-up on that. That's a good pie. I'm really excited. Ooh, ha! Piping hot. I'm gonna put this down, Frankie. Put this down. Did I tell you that we're at Luna Pizza? Piping hot. How's that flop? Ooh, that's nice. That's nice West Hartford flop. One bite, everybody knows the rules. I'm gonna score it. Fractional scores, of course, with a decimal. Did I mention that we're at Luna Pizza, $9.99 Farmington Avenue. 860-233-1625. Look at the undercarriage. You get the undercarriage? Nice flop, undercarriage. There's my guy. Ja. Come score this with me. It's hot, piping hot.
Woo.
Piping hot.
Pizza. Piping hot.
Piping hot. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. One bite, everybody knows the rules. It was raining. Extra flavor on the pie. One bite. What are you scoring it, Ja?
I give it a 10 out of 10.
New York style pie. The owner's from Brooklyn. Alex. Let's meet the owner. Good pie, Alex.
Thank you.
Piping hot, one bite. So we're here with Alex MacDonald, the owner of Luna Pizza, $9.99 Farmington Avenue.
What'd I get?
I gave it a 9.8.
Whoa, that's solid.
9.8.
Thank you. That's huge.
It's good stuff.
Thank you so much.
Try it out. I'm honored to be here. We're gonna go podcast now. Feeney Talks with Friends. We're gonna follow up. Please stay tuned for our podcast and our cooking show. Again, $9.99, Luna Pizza. Alex, take care, Frankie. One bite, everybody knows the rules.
That's still crunchy.
Got a nice front. Crisp bottom. All right, let's go. Welcome on in. Let's podcast. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 70. My note, my cheat sheet.
All right.
Nice.
Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 70. We're in a special place, Luna Pizza. What's up? With my guy, Alex. How you doing, Alex?
I'm well, how you doing?
Good. Episode 70, the 7-0. 70 episodes of Feeney Talks with Friends.
Not that 70s show.
That 70s show. This is that 70s episode. Oh, I like that. We're going to use that. My name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. I use this podcast, Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk with wonderful people that are doing great things in the community. And Alex has been here for 25 years.
That's right.
West Hartford.
Yes, sir.
Farmington Ave.
Yep.
999.
West Hartford Center.
Nice. Weehaw 999. To review last episode, Marsha McCurdy Adele, episode 69. She's the deputy fire chief. Wonderful podcast. Go back and check it out. She loves Luna. She sends her regards. She has some questions for you, too. So we'll get into that.
All right.
So again, Feeney Talks with Friends. Friends of Feeney is a nonprofit. Our mission is to help children and families that have heartbreak or tragedy. And this is all thanks to Direct Line Media, Kyle and Dave and Owen. You'll see them later. We got a special cooking episode coming up soon. We just did a pizza review. Hope you liked it. We're going to play some games. We're going to talk. And I want to thank my sponsors. They're all here, too. Donut Crazy, The Fix IV, Keating Agency Insurance, The Golf Law Group, Weehaw Roasting and Brewing in Gastro Park. Those are all our podcast sponsors. or maybe we could talk podcast sponsor. What do you say? Luna
sure.
Pizza.
Yeah, we could talk about it.
We'll get
Definitely.
you on
Why
every
don't
episode.
Why don't I feed
Shout you.
everybody when you guys are having your podcast? I'll send you
Oh.
pizza. You have a pizza every time.
I like it. We'll do a pizza review every episode. All right, we'll talk more. That's great. Yeah, golf. Brook Golf sponsored right away on the air. Then we're like, all right, let's do it. I got to ask. And we're on camera, so you're most likely going to say yes.
Yeah, well, how could you say no? Like, what is that? You get put on the spot, you know? Like, what are you going to stammer? No, I don't want to support a great cause, you know?
Yeah. So it was really cool to be here. I'm really excited to talk with you. I met you I came for a luncheon at the Minority Business Network. There was a no school day, December 23rd. Ja from a Relax the Back invited me. Chris Clark was here. Chris Conway was here. I met Dejan Milner. Go back and watch episode 59 or 60, 58. Dejan Milner. I'm messing that up. Add that to the list of strikeouts. But Dejan Milner was 66. Wonderful guest. I told my story how I met Jada Kiss at a Knicks game.
Oh, no way.
Are you a Knicks fan?
Yes, sir.
Love the Knicks. Are you a New York guy?
Yes.
Because this is New York style pizza.
Yes, it is. I
And
was
so
born in New York. I didn't move here until I was about 17, so that was 1994-ish. But, yeah, New York guy through and through.
Yeah, I love it.
Yankees, Knicks. Actually, I am a Devils fan, but Yankees, Knicks, Devils.
Nice. I like the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Ooh.
1994 NHL Sega Genesis game. Greatest game of
For
all
sure.
time. I'm been a Penguins fan ever since that game.
I'm going to make Gretzky's head bleed.
Yes, classic. I actually played with Ryan Keating
Yeah, no,
on
Ryan.
the podcast. So
Right on.
Ryan Keating, good guy.
Yeah.
We played NHL 94. He has my Sega Genesis and my NHL 94. I need it back, buddy. Don't go far with my Sega. Great game.
Yeah,
So
on that game, Jeremy Roenick had the hardest slap shot the whole game.
yes,
For sure.
99.
Yep.
And I liked Super Mario, Mario Lemieux, Kevin Stevens, Jaromir Jagr, whatever. Ulf Samuelsson, Larry Murphy, and Tom Barrasso in goal. That's my squad.
Paul Coffey was my man.
Yeah. What team was that? He was 77.
Yep, he was 77, and I think that was the Penguins.
No, Coffee wasn't
No?
94, not 94. I knew that roster
Okay.
up and down. Maybe
Was-
Paul Coffee?
I can't remember. what it-
Maybe. But great game.
Yeah.
That might be a fundraiser. We're going to set up an NHL 94 tournament.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right, deal. Yeah, you went skiing over the weekend,
Yep.
right? How's that going?
Yeah, we went up to Mount Snow. It was a lot of fun. Took all 4 kids, me and my wife. We went with another family. Great time. I drove up Friday night. They went up Friday afternoon. I worked all day and then beat it up there after 10. And it was really nice to spend the weekend. You know, it was the first weekend that I've taken off. I usually work Saturday and Sunday, one day or both days usually.
Yeah.
But my wonderful wife made the arrangements. You know, she's the one that called some of the staff and was like, "Hey, can you work on Sunday for him?" And I was so taken back by that you know, to be able to have that release was, from a stressful industry was amazing. You know, yeah, it was absolutely wonderful.
Quality of life. You got to
Yeah.
enjoy sometimes.
Yes,
I'm glad you
very
got your
much.
weekend. I'm glad you got out there and you came back uninjured.
Oh yeah,
Your knees and ankles feel fine?
I'm nowhere near as aggressive or as crazy as I
Okay.
used to be.
I ski like every 10 years.
All right.
And I swear the first time my guys are like, all right, let's go. Top of the Diamond Hill or whatever, Black Diamond. I'm like, guys, it's been 10 years. But here I am struggling to get down. Just don't get hurt the whole way down. Just don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. I got my ski caught in like the orange netting.
Oh yeah. The don't go here netting.
Yeah. I was like, thought I was cool. I took out my phone. It was like with the crossing path where it's like more chill. So I'm like, let me take this all in. Snagged, fell, stuck. Biggest
That's
loser.
awesome. Nah, that's fun.
Yeah. So yes, I left out a sponsor, but I did that for a reason. West Hartford Lock.
Oh yeah, Yuri.
Yuri and Eric Brown, great
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
So 3 keys that make you great at your job. 3 keys that make you a wonderful, what are you, an owner, pizza maker?
Owner. I'm the owner.
Restaurateur.
Sure.
Everything,
anything.
all the above, right?
Yeah.
Manager, owner.
Yeah, it's all the shoes. You
Yep.
wear all the shoes in a small business. I don't have like tons of partners. I don't have investors. I don't have a board. I don't have a CEO or CFO. I don't have any of that. It's me and my wife. My mom is my business partner, but my mom's retired, so she's on the other side. But I'm all of it.
Very cool.
We do it all. So
So
the
3 keys.
Let's see. First, foremost, passion. Like if you
Yep.
don't, if you're not loving what you're doing, if you're not like in it you got to get out. And there are times like when I feel like, oh man, is this worth it? I don't get to see my kids as much, or I don't get to see my wife, or I don't get to see my friends, and then I remember why I love it doing so much. It's so rewarding when I see families coming for gatherings or teams showing up, or I get to do podcasts with people from town. So the passion, understanding. You got to have understanding, like you got to know who your staff is. And when you're invested in your staff, they are invested in you. I got guys that are here years. My prep cook, she's been with me for 15 years, and I make sure that she gets taken care of, not just the money-wise, but I make sure that she gets the schedule that she needs to take care of her family. I make sure that everything's okay for her. The guys that are here, like, I want them to be happy. This is my dream. It's not their dream. And I just want them to buy into my dream while they're here. Mm-hmm. And I might ask the world of them while they're here, but I also give it back. I will, like, what do you need from me? What can I do for you? What can I get for you? How can we be a better team? Where can we go? And it's working. That kind of philosophy is starting to work out more and more so as we go on. And then the third thing, you got to have some fun. It's serious, right? It's super serious because it's food and it's people's food. But at the end of the day, it's pizza. Like, come on, man, how upset are you going to be? I'm sorry we made you the wrong pie, or I'm sorry we made a mistake. Let me make it right. Let me buy you a beer while you sit at the bar. Let me make you the right pizza, or let me get you the right thing the next time. I'm sorry we made a mistake. Or, it's okay if you drop that on the floor. Just throw it out. We'll start over. Or you didn't make it right. Okay, next time let's make sure we make it right. You got to have fun and understanding that at the end of the day, what's it worth to you? Is it worth getting that upset and going home and like being so upset at the end of the day that you can't get to sleep?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
That's great. Passion, understanding, and having fun. That goes towards any job. Third grade teaching, passion, understanding, having fun. Can't beat it. I love that answer. Great job. Three keys. And then we're going to get right into a new game. This is tough.
Sure.
I ask this a lot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant. For what? What are you talking about?
That's true.
Like,
there's a follow-up question.
Are you talking about like fine dining? Are you talking about fun food? Are you where are we talking about? Street food? Like what are you looking for? Because I could give you different answers for different stuff.
All right. Well, you made the categories. You give me the answers. I love it. Let's hear them.
Let's see. Street food. I would say Pollo Guapo. I wouldn't really call it street food anymore because they've really stepped up that game from the food truck they had originally. But
do they have a brick and mortar spot now?
Yeah, there's the one that I know is in Hartford.
Okay.
Killer. Amazing.
Nice.
I love that spot. They're great. Fine dining. I'm liking the North House.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking the North House. They got Chef April puts out a quality product time and time again. So I kind of like that. Pizza. If I'm not eating my pizza, there's a spot out in Simsbury, Avon, Little City Pizza.
Oh yeah.
I've known Will Coquinas for years. Great pizza. It's kind of close to my house, so we'll pick that up there.
That's great.
What was the other category?
North House. We just had our biggest fundraiser ever.
Yeah.
Meet and mingle. We raised $13,000. The spread was great.
Oh, that's amazing.
Little City. They do comic books everywhere.
Yeah.
Great
He's got
spot.
pinball machines. You got.
He does. Oh, does he change? Because he moved.
No. He moved. Still got a comic book theme, but he's got like 4 or 5 pinball machines.
Oh, that's new. I haven't been to the new spot with the pinball. My father-in-law's favorite spot is right there. Let me take this call on. Let's see. Hold on. Chicken. You're on the podcast. We're doing a live podcast.
Oh, you started already?
Say what's up.
What's going on? How's it going? How's it going?
You coming over?
I was about to ask you, no, I'm not going to be able to make it, so I'm I got to get to meet and bring her this woman.
All right. This is Chicken episode 2.
Who's
All right.
Chicken?
Chicken. My son right here. Reggie Graham. All right, let me call you back, buddy.
All right, call me back. I'll talk to you later.
All right. And we got, another special guest, Daniele from Daswani.
Oh, hey, how's it
MJ
going?
Daswani.
Good, how are you?
I'm well. Good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
All right, well, nice. Thanks for coming. We'll get you involved in a minute, my guy. I got phone calls. I got visitors. This is
You're
great.
busy man.
We got Alex So favorite restaurant. So all right, follow-up question. You're at your favorite, we'll say big city. You're at big city. Or
Little
you're at
city.
Lena. We'll say Lunas. You're at
Yeah.
Lunas. You could have 4 guests, dead or alive. Who you eating with?
I never met my grandfather on my father's side. I would like to have meet my grandfather on my
Yeah.
father's side. So him.
Who started this all?
No,
Okay.
no. My grandfather, I knew him.
Okay.
My uncle's father, I knew him. But
Gotcha.
my father's father, I never got to meet him.
Gotcha.
I would have liked to meet him. Dead or alive? Wow, that's a good one.
Got celebrities,
JFK.
athletes. Yep.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I mean, he seemed like.
He comes up a lot.
I mean, like Bay of Pigs, Marilyn Monroe, baseball fan.
Yeah. Cape Cod.
Yeah, I mean, like a Kennedy, like the Kennedy, kind of. Okay, so there's 2. Derek Jeter
Oh, nice.
and
Jeter,
maybe-
JFK,
Let me see.
Gramps.
I'm thinking. Wow. I want to say like an author, but I've like my books are like. I don't know. I don't know. Well, any author that comes to the gates or that shows up first, whether they're a ghost, and I say, hey, I want whoever shows up first.
Gotcha.
Then we can eat.
So you got all the categories.
Yeah,
You got your politician, your athlete, your family member, author. I like it.
Yeah. Now I'm going to start thinking about that. But all right.
You
next.
could, just fire it when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
to you.
all right.
It comes
All
to
right.
you. All right. Oh, Marsha, last guest, had some
Sure.
questions. We usually do crazy questions.
John Steinbeck.
Oh,
John
there it is.
Steinbeck.
There it is. Yeah, that's
John
a good one.
Steinbeck.
Crime, right? Is he crime and murder or no?
Grapes of Wrath.
Oh,
Super detail oriented. Like, yeah.
got it. All right. So we usually do crazy questions, sponsored by Donut Crazy.
All right.
Irene, episode 10.
Give me a crazy question.
Crazy questions. So we got a mixture of crazy questions, and then Marsha, our last guest, was like, you know what? I want some questions for your next guest.
Sure.
So here we are. What's your favorite article of clothing?
Sweatpants.
Oh,
Sweatpants and t-shirt.
can't beat it.
No.
That's when you're living. If you could introduce your kids to anyone, who would it be?
My kids.
She has a kid, Zoe. She would like to introduce Simone Biles, and Sage wants to meet Debbie Allen. Who do your kids want to meet?
Who do my kids want to meet? Taylor Swift. My 2 girls, and they're 9 and 6. Taylor Swift. My boys are 4 and 1. My 4-year-old would probably like to meet Marshall from Paw Patrol or Bluey.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe
Chase, Marshall?
Maybe Blippy. I don't know.
Lippy. Yeah, my girls are into Taylor Swift. She's like, my girls are 14, and it's just like Taylor Swift.
That's the spot.
I don't know why it's catchy and the kids like it, but the kids love it.
I heard a funny story. Taylor Swift one time came to XL Center, and so a friend of mine took his kids, dad. He couldn't find the bathroom in the XL Center for men, right? And he had been there tons of times, hockey games, basketball games, because they had changed all the bathrooms to women's bathrooms because 95% of the people that went to the concert were all women. And he didn't know that. He was like walking around like, where is the men's room?
They just switched it
Yeah,
over?
they just switched. So because there were all women there.
Yeah, play the crowd, less lines.
Yeah, exactly. But he's
Do the math.
Yeah, he said, I didn't know where I was going. It was a funny
That's
story,
funny.
though,
That's
about Taylor
hilarious.
Swift.
Were those tickets like $400? Was that the Ticketmaster debacle?
No. That was a few years. That was
A long
years
time
past.
ago.
The new ticket to bat.
That's when she retired and
Yeah.
came out of retirement like 3 more times.
Something like
I'm not mad at you, Taylor. You could be a guest on Feeney Talks with Friends. What did you buy on sale that you thought you just about stole it for the price you paid?
What? Yeah.
Like a
On
good
sale?
deal. You
A
got a
good
good
deal.
deal on something.
My wife's car.
Nice. Good deal?
I wouldn't call it that was on sale, but in the middle of the pandemic, we got pregnant and we were having our 4th and needed a bigger car, and she wanted a minivan. We went to the dealership to look, and halfway there, I realized I wasn't going to look at a car. I realized I was going to buy a car. I had no idea until I thought, oh, wait a minute. She already knows what she wants. I'm just along for the ride. And when we got there, and we found out how much the car was, and that there's very little haggling now. It's kind of like, this is the price of the car. How about a little bit less? This is my trade-in. This is what and there you go. And I thought, this is a super fair price for where vehicles were at that time. So I think I stole the car.
Nice. SUV, multiple seats,
It's a
minivan.
Minivan. White Toyota Sienna. Yeah.
Nice. And if you weren't in your current job, what would you want to do?
What would I want to do? Greenskeeper.
Yeah, right?
Serious greenskeeper, though.
Yeah.
Like, into the grass growing, into like the different styles, into the watering, into the
Getting that green tight.
Yeah, like I would love to be able to take time, wake up in the morning, cup of coffee, sun coming up, sprinklers going off, that glistening in the grass. Like I would.
Yeah. How do you hit them? You a good golfer?
I was, and then I had kids and business, and now not so much. I was complaining to my mentor about how crappy my golf game was, right? And he stops me and he says, "So let me get this straight. You got 3 kids and 1 on the way, right?" I was like, "Uh-huh." He says, you got a business, right?" I said, "Uh-huh." He says, you got another one that you're planning on opening soon, right?" I said, "Uh-huh." He said, "Your golf game's going to suck, man." He says, "Let's concentrate on your business and your family first." He said, "Then when you get into your mid-50s, he says, let's talk about your golf game then." He says, "You have a lot of time on your hands." He says, "Right now it shouldn't matter." He says, "Go out there, have fun with your friends, bang the ball around, don't worry about what your score is." He says, "Things have changed for you a little bit." And until I heard it from him, I knew that was the right answer, but I really wanted to play well.
Yeah.
But it's non-existent now.
Yep, that's how I am. We'll save the date, September 10th, our 2nd annual Friends of Feeney golf tournament, Goodwin Park Golf Course in Hartford. Please come.
No, I'm in.
Get a foursome.
Yeah.
You're looking for sponsors?
Yep. I'll sponsor a hole.
All right,
you got
deal.
me for a hole.
All right, you heard it here first. Sponsoring a hole. Yes, Luna Pizza. Love it. All right, we'll get you out there. That's going to be exciting. September 10th, 2023. Yeah, last year was September 11th, so I think it's September 10th. But we have Miles and Omar. Amazon just signed in to be a sponsor.
Right on.
Big time sponsor, too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, all right, those were Marsha's questions. Thank you, Marsha. Had a blast talking with her. We broke out in song. You want to sing a song? You know songs?
No, I don't sing. That's my wife's game. I got a terrible singing voice.
All right, now we got some crazy questions.
Yes, bring the crazy questions.
Would you rather eat ice cream or a popsicle?
Eat an ice cream, like an ice cream
Ice cream cone or popsicle?
Ice cream cone.
Would you rather drink buffalo sauce or sweet and sour sauce?
Homemade sweet and sour sauce or homemade buffalo sauce? They gotta be homemade.
All right, homemade.
I'll drink homemade buffalo sauce.
Would you rather go to school or stay home?
Go to school.
Would you have 9 siblings or be a single child?
9 siblings.
Yeah, speaking of kids, when you have 2 kids, you play man-to-man. When you
yeah.
have 3 kids, you play zone.
Yep.
When you play 4 kids, what do you win? Prevent defense?
Hide
or just
in the closet. You hide in the garage. You hide in the closet. You wait for someone to say, "Dad,
You're like-
Mom, Mom."
go ask your mother? How many times you say
no,
that?
No, I don't go ask your mother. They just walk right past me most of the time. They just go ask Mom anyway because I'm just like, I don't know. Sure.
That's funny. This is a popular kids question. Would you rather have the power to fly or telekinesis?
I would rather fly. Telekinesis is that's a little crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to know what you're thinking.
True.
I wouldn't have any friends.
True. Oh, yeah, I know what you're thinking right now. Pumpkin pie or apple pie?
Apple.
Singer or dancer?
Dancing. I'm terrible at both, but I'm a better dancer than I am singer.
Would you rather be the smartest kid in class or the best player on the sports team?
I'd rather be the smartest kids in class. The smartest kid in class.
Would you rather eat a giant stink bug or get stung by a bee?
I'll get stung by a bee. That's sure. It's not a big
Would you rather break an arm or a leg?
break an arm.
Extra finger or extra toe?
Extra toe.
Would you rather go out without electricity or indoor plumbing?
Electricity.
Would you rather have a human head in a dog body or a dog head on a human body?
That's wild. A dog head on a human body.
Nice. Red or blue?
Blue.
Tupac or Biggie?
Both.
Nice. Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron?
Jordan.
All right. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Jordan. Dejan Miller chose LeBron. You just know your age.
Yeah. No. Jordan is.
Yeah. So, Pittsburgh Penguins or the Boston Red Sox,
Penguins.
right?
I'm a Yankee fan, so
Anything Red Sox.
yeah.
So you're a huge Yankee fan.
Yes, sir.
You wanted to interview Jeter.
Yeah.
How much do you love the Yankees?
All right. I got a good story here. It's a really good one. So my closest, longest friend Howie and I, we're living in New York. We're living in Queens, right? And I think we were living in Queens. Going to a Yankee game. We copped some seats, second row behind first base, up the line a little bit, the closest either one of us have ever sat. And we're 20 years old. That doesn't stop us from having a few drinks here and, hanging out. And when we found out the seats, I looked at him and I said, I'm going to get on the field tonight. And he's like, oh, no, you're not. I'm like, oh, yeah. And at this point, I had a big red afro, down to here, curly, bouncy. The guy in front of me is talking a little garbage, and we're still having some drinks. 7th inning stretch, and he says, if you were going to get on the field, you would have done it by now. My friend looks at him and is like, you idiot, that was the wrong thing to say to this guy right now. I take 2 steps down, and the old stadium had that cement press box, and we were at the end of that cement press box up the first base line. So it's the first row, then us, then that box. I jump over the press box, and I get on the field, and I look up, I throw my hands up. And I look around, no one's coming after me. I run behind Tino Martinez because we were up the line a little bit. I run in front of Chuck Knobloch, and I round second. And now here I'm debating on whether or not to take my shirt off and wheel it around. Woo! But there's still no one coming after me. So I keep going, front of Jeter, front of Brocious, head first slide into home plate, touch the back corner, standing in front of Posada, throw my hands up, 35,000 people. I scored a run.
Yeah.
Sure, they took me away. I went to, locked up for the night, got out in the morning. But here's the kicker, right? So I never got to touch first. They tore the stadium down a couple of years later. And on my birthday, a box shows up. And the Amazon box, and I open it up. And it's a game-used first base from the old Yankee Stadium. It's signed by Chin Ming Wang, but it's from my friend. He said, I know you never got to touch first, but here's one for your collection. So now I have a game-used first base from the original Yankee Stadium that I didn't get to touch.
That's awesome.
But that's a...
So 2000?
1997, 98. I want to say it's 1998.
Great season.
Yeah. 110 wins that year, I think.
Yeah. Wow. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Tino, Knobloch, Jeter.
Yeah. Most people run around the field like a fool. Oh, look at me. Nah, I had a purpose, man. We were down. I think we were losing to the Angels 7-3 or something. We needed runs. We needed runs.
Oh, I wish I could say I did that. That's great. That's funny. And no one's coming for you.
No, the point how figured something. But they were probably all looking at me like, what's this guy doing?
That's hilarious. All right, so let's do it then. Storytelling game. Your first Yankee game, your last Yankee game, your best Yankee game, your worst Yankee game.
First Yankee game, I was with my father and my grandfather, my mother's dad. Sat first base side, upper deck. We bought Italian sandwiches in a red Playmate cooler. It was hot as could be. Lou Piniella was playing center. Greg Nettles was playing third, I believe. I think Butch Waniger was the catcher. Mike Pagliarulo played third, I believe.
Pags.
Great time. First Yankee game. Best Yankee game, they beat the Mets in the 99 series in Shea. Mm-hmm. No, it was 2000. I'm sorry. The 2000 series, they beat the Mets in Shea. I was at that game.
Subway Series?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I went to a bunch of
World
those.
Series game?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Worst Yankee game. I don't think I had a worse Yankee game. Even though, a loss, whatever. Even though when they lose, I can't stand Liza Minnelli's New York. I just can't stand it.
That's weird that they do 2 different ones for a loss and a dub.
So So there's my best, my first, my best. No
First,
worst.
last, best, worst.
Last Yankee game, the year before last. I couldn't. I went for probably 3 innings, and then kids wanted to go, that kind of thing. Like, oh, it's time to go. I was like, all right, cool, no problem. But, like I wasn't there for me. I was there for them.
Yeah.
Out the door, and that was that.
Cool. That's great. Great story too. Wow, ran on the field. Love the Yanks. Got some great stories like A-Rod's walk-off home run. I was there for down 4 runs in the 9th inning.
Wow.
Couple good heckles. I went for Aaron Judge's last home game. He was
nice.
hoping to hit the 62nd.
That was awesome.
Didn't happen, but he hit 2 games later at Texas.
Yeah, that was still a great game to be at, though.
Oh yeah, place was electric, and I had good seats too.
What's the closest you've ever sat?
Well, they were losing by like 20 or maybe like 16 to the Devil Rays once. So we got right on the field. Everyone left.
Everyone's gone. You just
And Laz
slow down.
Diaz is the ump, and we're like talking with Laz. We're like, Laz, make a call, get us a ball. Heckling him a little bit, and then finally he catches a foul ball, tosses one to me. So I got the ball from Laz Diaz.
That's awesome. All the games.
And then at the Aaron Judge game, this is a funny story. It's probably terrible. My buddy Jimmy, I owe you one. I'm so sorry. Jimmy has a son, loves baseball, and I'm like, when we first show up, little kid's there. He's like 2 or 3. I'm like, kid, if I catch a ball, I'm gonna give it to you. Third out, the bum third baseman that doesn't get any hits. Josh Rainmaker Donaldson throws it up. I box out, and I snatch it from my buddy Jimmy. And I'm like, I get some pop from the crowd.
Sure.
And I'm like, I told this little kid I'd give him the ball, and I was like, I don't want to be that guy. But I could have left, or I said, oh, I made a mistake. But I was like,
There you go.
Jim, I gave the little kid the ball. He goes, luckily my son already has a ball. But I tried to make it up to him.
You got to keep your word.
Keep word,
You got to keep your word.
I-
Especially a little kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I said it.
Yeah.
So his son has a ball. James, I owe you. But great game. 60. The place was electric. Every pitch. It was weird that no one was enjoying the moment. Everyone had the phones out.
Sure.
I was guilty of that too. After a while, I'm like, he's just not going to hit it. So I stopped taping because I had all these little clips.
Yeah.
And then there was this guy, Marte. Not Sterling. They were playing the Orioles, and he used to be a Yankee.
Yeah. Sterling
Place is-
Marte.
Yeah, right? Place is quiet. I go, hey, Marte, your mother is a Yankee fan. The place was like, and he looked like, come on, man. Because he's right on the batter's box, we were that close.
Nice.
And it was it's a good, innocent heckle.
100%.
It's like, your mother's a Yankee
Yeah.
fan. You're playing for the Orioles, but your mother's rooting for the Yankees. That's the ultimate insult.
Sure it is.
That's my line. If you ever hear anyone at Yankee Stadium say my line,
I like that.
and I've been doing
like
it for
that.
years. It started with Manny Ramirez, because he's born in the
sure.
Bronx.
Yep.
So
Yes, he was.
20 years ago, I'd be like, Manny, your mother's a Yankee fan. Then you could say it, your mother's a Yankee. But then if you do people are like, oh boy, your
greatest,
mom joke is
laziest
coming.
Player, the greatest, laziest player. The greatest, laziest. He had a swing and a glove and an arm.
Yeah.
If he had half the passion as some of those younger kids. I mean, I don't know how much passion.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't say that, but from what it appeared to me as a baseball fan, that he lollygagged to first. He was a lollygagger, but he could have been 10 times better, at least in my personal humble opinion, than he really
He was fun to watch.
Oh, God, yeah.
Big
the ball
baggy
ton.
stuff and
Hit
hat
the ball
falling
so
off.
Far. He hit the ball so far. And he had a gun.
Yeah. All right, so I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for 19 years. Do you have a favorite teacher?
Yeah, but for a strange reason. So Mr. Heltzer was my humanities teacher, and I was a senior in high school. And I don't know if I belonged in that class or not, but I was in that class. It was a honors class, and I was in honors history for most of my high school career. And he told me that I was a terrible writer, and that I better find something else to do because I was not going to do well in college. And I remember him saying that to me in the hallway as it was like, getting towards the end of the year. And I held on to that for I still live. I mean, obviously I told you, like, I still have that. And I didn't like take it as he was like being mean to me. I didn't think like that he was talking trash or anything. I just thought like I either need to learn how to write better or care more about what I'm writing about or find something else to do. Unbeknownst to myself at that moment, I already had found my passion. I had already been making pies. I'd already been cooking. I had already been doing this for 2 years, a year and a half. So I went to college anyway because I wanted to. Transferred to a couple of different schools, and I still think about that when I get down a little bit about what I'm doing. And I remembered that was a point where I remembered of what I really wanted to do. Even though I didn't know I really wanted to do it, I really wanted to do it. So Mr. Heltzer
helped you.
My 12th grade humanities teacher.
Mr. Heltzer.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, this is great chatting with you. We're going to cook some pies.
Sure.
Do you want to eat? Are we eating pies quickly too, or no?
Hey, Tav, you got those 2 mediums? Yeah, we can have a couple.
And we had a huge day yesterday. In the meantime, a huge day. We had our Be a Good Friend. We had the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Right on.
This is our 3rd year doing it. We did it in 2019, 2022, and 2023. Didn't happen in 20 or 21.
You were honorary.
And I was the honoree. Oh, that's right. And I was the honoree of the West Hartford committee. It was very special. I had the sash. We had a sash party. We had a fundraiser. Very proud and honored and humbled. It was a great, proud of my Irish heritage. And I'm also proud of the work I do in the community. And it was cool to be recognized.
Yeah. I mean, from where you started, like 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Quite the growth. Amazing thing. So thank you for what you do for our community. It's nice to know that there are still people growing that heartfelt love for people that, that tragedy happens. Like, we can't control everything. As much as parents, we're both parents. And, you want to shelter your kids as much as you can, but sometimes stuff happens that are out of our control, and to know that there's somebody out there like you that's got a lending hand, that's got a hand to help, is amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, teaching is the best job in the world. Brings me so much joy, but sometimes there's heartbreak or tragedy, and I had to do something. 2 years in a row, students lost their fathers, a heart attack, and shot and killed in Hartford. And I had to do something. I was from a divorced family, so I knew how it was not to see my dad every once in a while. I couldn't imagine never seeing him again. We tried GoFundMe, but GoFundMe taxes the recipient and takes a portion of every donation. So someone said, hey, start a nonprofit. They could get 100%.
Right on.
Since then, we've helped 29 families and raised over $100,000.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
$100,000.
And all thanks to wonderful people like
nothing
sponsors.
to scoff at.
Wonderful sponsors. I could shout them all out. Maybe we'll just hold it up and zoom in on that.
That's amazing.
And it was pretty cool. You got them? I had these, like, a couple of these rubber band, and I was, like, throwing them out. But these were, like, it was great. And then people were like, you should see. When you throw out a free T-shirt, what people will do for a free T-shirt at a parade. Please, let me have another shirt. My buddy, it's not going to fit you.
Oh, yeah, you could just bring it right over here.
So
that one is for Eric, the one in your right hand. Yep. And that one is for me.
Wonderful, wonderful event. Thank you for everyone that happened.
No, you can just put it on the table.
Let's go. Oh,
No, do you want to?
it's my favorite pie right here. You want? Yeah. Here, we'll do it outside. But we're going to eat in here and enjoy it.
You want a piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come get a piece. Come get a piece.
Do you want a piece?
That looks good.
I have a piece.
Thank you.
Say what up, Daniele. Get on the camera and say what up. Lean in a little bit over
Say right
here.
up.
On that mic. Shout out Daswani. Look over here. This is your camera right here.
Oh, hello there. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
My name is Daniele, and I work at Daswani Clothiers in West Hartford.
Yep. How long you been there?
It has been now 3 years.
And where you from?
I'm from Italy. from the center of Italy, a town called Orvieto, between Florence and Rome.
Nice. And so your take on pizza, you know pizza.
Oh, I love pizza. Yeah,
All right, so what do
where
you
do I
think? Let's
stack
hear.
up?
it's great. Yeah, Luna pizza is great pie. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, very nice. I'm gonna have a slice.
Good to know. Daswani has been a big time sponsor and supporter. Thank you, MJ. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
I like the no cheese, but I do like that. That pepperoni looks good too. I like the crisp, crunch. Oh, and you want a slice? Maybe we're gonna come podcast at Daswani soon.
Okay, awesome.
I need free clothes though. See how I got free pizza? I need a free suit. Can we work that out?
Yeah, we'll make it work in Manoj. Down.
You heard it here first. Free suit. Podcast at Daswani. We're at $9.99 Farmington. Luna Pizza. Where'd you get the name Luna? Moon? Italy?
Luna Beach.
Ah, Luna Beach. Where's that?
You know, I don't know. My uncle came up with the name. He told me it was named after Luna Beach. And I never even thought twice to check out where.
And where else? Did you just open up in Wethersfield?
Yes, sir.
How new is that?
October 24th.
Oh, wow.
So you guys have another location?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
There's a bar there called the Old Town Cafe. It's right on Main Street. It's been there for 65 years at least.
Yep.
And so in the pandemic, there was lots of changes, things changing. You know, some places didn't do so well. Was super fortunate. Like the community support was unreal, like unbelievable.
Here or
Yeah,
Wethersfield?
No, here.
Okay,
Here.
yeah.
It was just,
yeah.
You know, it was. There were nights that I stepped off the line because I was gonna cry because I didn't know. Like, I mean, everybody's industry was a little bit different. Restaurants, they just straight out told us, "Sorry, you're gonna close. You can't do anything."
Yeah.
And you know, I had kids. I don't know what my future looked like. The first 2 weeks of let's 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Yeah.
Sure. After that didn't flatten, and there was a pivot. I was already poised for carry out and delivery, but the amount of people that put us into the rotation, their dinner rotation, just to make sure that we stayed open, just to make sure that they knew that we needed their support, was amazing. And I feel lucky enough to be able to open a second location, and I have a partner there, which was part of his name's Chris Flanagan. It was part of his dream to have his own place. So I was able to make it work. Now he's a partner and he's an owner, and I was able to help someone else with their dream come true.
Nice.
As well as have another spot, which is always fun, which is totally different than this spot. It's inside a bar. We share the same building, and we took the wall down that's in between, so you can walk back and forth, eat pizza at the bar, order food from our spot, sit at the bar.
Oh,
And
that's
you know,
cool.
it's right down the street from the Charles. So if anyone knows the Charles, they got
yeah.
the Charles got great.
I heard great
food.
things about
yeah,
that
Oh yeah,
place.
that's a great
It's
spot.
an awesome place, yeah.
You know, so I mean, Wethersfield, welcomed us with more or less open arms. They vetted us a little bit harder than I expected, but it's a historic district. So I'm sure that they wanted to make sure that the businesses or the business that was going in, or however it is, that they were serious about who they are and what they're going to do. And I mean, it's a handcrafted product. We're not a chain. It's I spend time there. It's a real family-oriented business. So I think that it works really, really, really well. But I was lucky enough, the place that was there, guy closed up because of COVID, and the bar needed food, and I said, I got no problem. What do you want to do? Let's make this work.
Yeah,
And,
that's great.
Andy Sanzaro, well, he's the guy that owns the bar there, and Steve Kelly, both amazing guys to know, and helped make that work. Thank you to them, and thank you to the town of Wethersfield for welcoming us.
Cool. Chris, yeah, our motto's be a good friend. You know, hold the door for someone, pick up trash that's not yours, give a compliment, and be charitable. How is Chris a good friend?
How is Chris a good friend? Let's see.
Weathersfield Chris.
He is the godfather to one of my children.
Oh, there you go.
My last child, Holden. He's helped me change my perspective on being an owner and being a boss and being a father, even though he's not a father yet. To listen to someone else's perspective sometimes can help change your own. And if you really, really listen, you know, some people, oh yeah, I listen. No, if you really, really listen, then you take a good look at yourself on the inside, and you know, you get to know that things can change. You know, I heard something really strange that struck me the other day about, let's see, Robert Downey Jr. said something about hugging the cactus. And it's going to hurt for a little while when you hug the cactus, when you really like look at your demons, but at some point you love that cactus, and because it's part of you. So even you know, we've all got parts of us that we don't like, but you can acknowledge them and move on. And as long as you share that and try to make someone else's life better and easier, no matter who you choose or how you choose, or multiple people or less than multiple people, whatever you can really make a difference. And Chris has helped me do that in many different ways.
Nice. I like the hug the cactus. I might have to use that. Any questions for me?
What is the wildest podcast you had? The wildest one.
Our St. Patty's one was lots of fun.
Okay.
We did a Jeopardy game.
Sure.
We tasted 3 different types of Irish whiskey. That was fun. That was our most recent. I had some good laughs. That was a good one. 3 buddies, Ty, Scott, and Andy. We talked basketball. That was a good one.
Okay.
But yeah, we haven't gotten too crazy. Being a teacher in town, living in town, you know. The barbershop was a good one. Shout out to Jamel. I got my hair cut same spot for 30 years in Waterbury.
Okay.
And I had like special guest after special guest, and we started roasting each other a little bit, like true barbershop.
Sure.
You know, ragging on each other a little bit. That was lots of fun. And we stayed and celebrated because he just opened a brand new shop.
Right on.
Yeah, they're fun. That was a good question. Wildest. Okay. We're going to get crazy someday. The 50th podcast was great at Playhouse on Park. I came out singing the Mr. Rogers theme. A wonderful day in the neighborhood, which was cool.
Is there any one specific thing that you do every morning before you go to school to get you ready to teach every single day? You know, like a ritual of something somehow that you go.
Yeah, look at
this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is.
Let's go, Feeney.
Is
you
there
got
is
this.
there something to get you in the mindset to prepare you, no matter where your mind may be? I know to teach little kids, you got to be there for them. You got to be right there for them. So is there something that you do? Is there a way to prepare yourself to be there for them no matter what may be going on in your life?
Yeah, that's the thing about a teacher. I have bad days. I have things going wrong at home, or I could be upset about losing a basketball game at the JCC, or bang my toe, smack up the car, or a negative interaction with your kids because they're 14 now. But you got to just turn it off, and you got to be present, and you got to be in the moment for the kids. So.
Sure. Is there something that gets you there? Is there a process in the car, maybe on the way to work?
I think I do enjoy some music in the morning. Just the breakfast. We have a family breakfast every morning.
Oh, nice.
I do it. Like, I should cook more, but I maybe cook once in the week. But my wife, and we usually sit down, have eggs and cereal, and talk a little bit. That's probably it. And then I'll bring my kids home, and that 2-minute drive to Conard, I'll talk to them more, and you get a lot in that 2-minute drive. Sometimes that's most you'll talk to them all day, because when they get home, they're off to sports, they have homework, and then so you get a lot. So yeah, nothing like, I don't meditate, I don't drink coffee. I do planks in the morning. Maybe planks will get me focused. You know, 3rd grade teacher, you have to have that core. You know. No, I'm kidding.
They're coming up with lefts and rights, you know. Mr. Feeney, got you.
No, good question. You got a question? You out?
Yeah, I have to get going.
Great. Thanks for stopping in, my guy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet you.
Yes, you too.
Sorry we didn't talk a little more. I
Oh,
apologize.
that's all right.
Take care.
Well, come to this one here. We'll
Get a little closer over there.
come
more,
to
little
this
more,
one.
little more, right there.
Come to this one here, and we'll give you some clothing, and we can do a podcast on it.
Nice. All right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
So we did recommendations. You got like a book, podcast, TV show you're watching?
There is a podcast that I'm listening to now. I'll have to look at the exact name of it, but it is called. It's strange enough that I'm listening to this. It is called. Where is this? I hope that's not it. Hang on a second. I'll get there. Yep.
Pepperoni.
It's called Couples Counseling for Parents.
All right.
And it's not like, it's like real life stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and one of my friends turned me on to it. When the episode he turned me on to was, let's talk about the mental load. My wife talks about the mental load all the time. And I kind of understood, but not so much. But after listening to that specific podcast, I really kind of got what she meant, you know. And after listening, I mean, I changed my view on what she was talking about. You know, like as a husband and a father and a man, I was always trying to fix shit. You know, like, this is the problem. I'll fix it. But that's not what she wanted. She just wanted me to listen. She wanted me to hear her. She wanted me to listen to why her day was hard, or wanted me to acknowledge what she was talking about, what the mental load was talking about. 4 little kids at home when your husband's at work 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, weekends when they're home from school, it can wear on a person. And it's not that she doesn't love it. She's not complaining. That's the thing, is like sometimes you think that I think she's complaining, but she's not complaining. She just wants me to really hear her. After listening to that podcast, I kind of like understood what they were talking about. So I continue to listen to it, and they talk about more real stuff. Obviously, with anything, you take what you need and you leave the rest, you know?
Yeah. I like it. I have to try it out. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the shout-outs. What is it again?
Mental. It's called Couples Counseling for Parents, and the episode is called Let's Talk About Mental Load, one of the hardest conversations.
Couples Counseling for Parents, Mental Load. I like it.
Yeah. And so I'm listening to that, and I like Freakonomics. Everybody loves the Freakonomics. Like, those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. I mean, like, really, I don't get too much time to do stuff other than the kids. You know, the kids, I love being home. They wait up for me sometimes. They always want, you know, I'm there when they all go to school, when they... And sometimes I get to go home in the middle of the day, depending on what's going on here. But I really don't get too much time to listen to podcasts or watch TV, even though I do love The Mandalorian.
Nice. All right, I think it's cook some pies.
Yeah, you want to make some pies?
Let's do it.
Let's go make some pies.
And on 3, we'll say be a good friend. 1, 2, 3.
Be a good friend.
And let's make some pies.
Pizza.
First, you want to make the crust. Ready?
Make the crust.
See my fingers here? Move it a little bit. Yeah, just press it down. Work it. Can you feel the table underneath your fingers?
Yeah.
Good.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. Now, if you want to make it...
Oh, okay. Rotate.
Yeah. Just push it. You know, like you can use your hand at the top, right? Are you lefty or righty?
Righty.
Yeah, so put your left hand at the top and you kind of like push the dough into your hand a little bit. Yeah, there you go. That's it. First day, no problem.
like it.
You want a job?
Yep. Bonus. I love it. Okay.
Right, so now the key here, right?
The rotation is not.
Yeah, no, you got it. You
Stretch.
got it. You got it. Ready? Pick it up, flip it over. All right. Now, you don't want to stretch in the middle. It's going to make it too thin. If you make it too thin in the middle, then all this stuff falls through.
Gotcha.
So if you think about a pizza, right? You should put a little circle. Right, here is the pizza. This bite, one bite, and it's all gone. Right? It's got to have flavor, got to have style, it's got to have some strength to it.
Yep.
But we'll stretch the rest of the part, so you don't really need to stretch that middle part at all. You see how I'm moving my hands around it?
With the little.
Right? There you go. Yeah, there you go. You got it. You got it. You're good. You're doing good. First day, you're killing it.
What about, is that where you get the flop too, right?
Kind of. You get the flop. You don't get the flop from the dough recipe.
Oh, is it the dough?
Yeah.
What's it made with, not how it's cooked?
Right.
Really?
The flour, the hydration ratio, and the crispiness where it's cooked, how it's cooked. You cook it in a wood-fired oven, it's gonna fire it up in like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Gas oven takes a little bit longer, but still nice and crispy. Originally, Luna was a wood-fired oven originally.
Gotcha.
And Hartford in 1987, I think we opened. And from there,
Franklin Ave?
yeah, Franklin Ave. I think it was like 335 Franklin Ave. It's right near Mazzucato's.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you got it. No, you're good. You don't want to make it any much bigger than that because we're going to throw it on a paddle here. So I'm going to go first so you see how I do it, and then you do it.
All right, deal. Sounds good.
Ready?
That's the teacher move. He's going to model.
See how my hands are here underneath, right?
Yep.
So I'm using them like, I guess, I don't know. And then I'm moving them across my hands, and that's how you get that stretch. I'm not pulling it. I'm not like throwing it crazy. I'm just moving it across my hands, and as you move it across your hands, it's gonna get opened up by itself.
Nice.
So here we go. Ready? I'm gonna do it here,
Sorry.
and then you'll do it. And you lay it down.
Do I give it a spin?
Yeah, give it a toss. I want to
Do I give it a toss?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Yeah. Got it.
Let's go. This is all I wanted to do all day long. Look at that. I made it a little thinner.
Nah, make it a little bigger. Good.
I didn't let it rest and relax. I totally broke everything you just said.
All right, now we're gonna make 2 different pizzas. We're gonna make one for you, because we like it with no mozzarella. We like it with just the sauce.
Yep.
We're gonna make one cheese. You kids eat cheese?
Yep.
All right, so we'll make one for one.
Nice.
So this one will be the cheese one.
And that's the mozzarella. Big
Fresh
blocks of
mozzarella.
Ooh,
Sliced
fresh.
mozzarella. Fresh mozzarella.
Is that the move? That's the family recipe?
Yes, sir.
Seeing it here first.
This one is yours. This one will be the sauce first. Garlic, right?
I love garlic. Load me up.
A little garlic. And then this is the Guano cheese.
Ooh.
Now this one you're gonna make over here for your kids. Because you're gonna eat, I'm gonna eat. You're gonna make the pie for them. So when you take that home,
Deal.
you say, yeah, Dad, did you make this? Yep, I did.
Like, kids, you better enjoy this dinner because I slaved over it. I worked hard. So, start in the middle and do the circle.
Sure, I would do half that amount. There you go, there you go. Yep, and you don't want to try not to put any sauce right there. Try to do it around that. Yeah.
Heavy on one side.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
All right. Now I do the ladle move?
Yeah, now you can do the ladle move. Now try to push the stuff that's at the top all the way over to the edge.
So I give them a little pinch or a little punch?
Little pinch, and then pinch it to your fingers like, hey.
You got like Salt Bay?
Yeah.
What about El Pacino and Donnie Brasco? A little pinch or a punch?
Nope.
It's a fugazi.
Have you ever put fertilizer down?
Yep.
And you know, like it falls between just let it
Okay.
fall right between. Go ahead.
Ooh, I like the texture of that. More or less?
Yeah, keep going. That's got a lot of flavor in it.
Maybe we do half Roni. Let's do half
half?
Roni.
It's right here.
I got one vegetarian at home and one not so veggie.
Put it on half. No, the other half.
This is the other half. This is gonna be Bridget's half.
Watch how I put this in the oven because you're gonna put that one in the
Oh
oven.
boy. And how much is this?
550.
550, that's it? Just 550 degrees.
So it's a little shake. See how it's moving back and forth on the paddle?
Yep. Smooth.
Yes, very. No yank, no move, like
Just
just nice and smooth, nice and easy.
soft. It's soft and gentle.
Ready?
550.
Let's go right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Excuse me.
Yeah, just get it moving back and forth first. Shake it a little harder.
You
There
did?
you go. That's good. Now, now just pull the paddle out slowly.
Oh yeah.
You sure you want to keep teaching?
I know. I might find a new passion.
Come make pizzas on.
I love it. Sign me up. Huge fan of Mr. Rogers. When he went behind the scenes at Crayola to make
God.
crayons,
That was the best.
and I just
Those
made pizzas with Alex.
Oh, thank you.
Here at Luna.
Those Mr. Rogers episodes as a little kid.
Yeah.
I was like, when he left the house, I was like,
Yeah. Where's he going today? Where in the neighborhood is he going today?
what's he gonna do? That was wild.
Well, we're at 999 Farmington Ave, Luna Pizza. We just had a wonderful podcast with Alex MacDonald. We talked about Yankees. We talked about our kids. We talked about his passion being born in Brooklyn and everything he's doing with pizza and his work in the community. He's sponsoring the golf tournament. This was a wonderful podcast. Again, behind the scenes at a wonderful place.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Owen. Thank you, everyone at Direct Line Media.
Thank you.
Ja, Relax the Back for showing up. Again, this is Feeney Talks with Friends. We talk to wonderful people that are doing great things in the community.
That looks great, Paulo.
Is that done already?
That's not yours.
Wow, that's it. Let's do Be a Good Friend again. 1, 2, 3. Be a good friend.